Recently, I made a reaction to interesting facts about Finland, and a couple of those facts related to interesting sayings in Finland, proverbs, idioms, and some of them were uniquely Finnish, and it was very intriguing. I wanted to learn more of them, and I found this article online. It's called Famous Finnish Sayings to Use in Any Situation. This is from Her Finland. I'll leave a link to this article in the description, so please go check it out. And yeah, today I want to look at some of them. Number one, the morning is wiser than the evening. In Finnish, aamu on ilta viisampi. So if you're unsure, feeling stressed, discouraged, sleep on it. The following morning shows things from the right perspective. This saying can also be written in the opposite way. Ilta on aamua viisampi. The evening is wiser than the morning, and this can be interpreted to mean that you get wiser through age or experience. Interesting that that can be flipped to have a almost completely different meaning, but the idea of sleeping on things, sleeping on decisions, because you have a better perspective in the morning is actually quite a common mentality in the UK, in other countries as well. But cool that they've got that's quite a nice saying. I do enjoy that one actually. Number two, who asks for the road doesn't get lost. Ai kishvia tielta exi. If you're unsure, you should ask for advice. In general, we Finns don't ask much advice because we want to be self-sufficient and also because we don't want to disturb others. So yeah, in English there's no harm in asking, so I guess we have a more simple way of saying it, but who asks for the road doesn't get lost. I like that because I'm quite a proponent of asking for help as well. As much as me myself personally, I like to be self-sufficient and try and do things for myself. I also think it's good to ask for help when you need it, whether that's in the workplace, when you're learning in an educational facility, school, university and so on. So tell me more about that. Being Finnish, do you feel bad asking for help from people? Do you not want to disturb people? Number three, work teaches the worker. Tiu teki jansa nuvo. When you start something new, a job or a hobby, it's okay to not know about anything, be slow and to make mistakes. That's how you learn, you will get better. Yeah, that is very positive. I like that as well. Anybody starting a new job or anything is never going to be an expert, especially if it's in a specific environment, a new workplace and things. So there's always things to learn. Pretty good. Work teaches the worker. Very philosophical. Yeah, that's nice. Number four, the brave eats the soup. I don't know what kind of soup you have to be brave to eat. Let's see, in Finnish, rokia rokan shio. This Finnish saying means the same as fortune favours the brave. Okay, fortune favours the brave is something I've heard before, definitely in the UK. The brave eats the soup. Again, why do brave people have to eat soup? What kind of soup is it? Tell me if you've used that one before. Number five, emergency finds the way. Hata kainon keksi. This Finnish saying means the same as necessity is the mother of invention. Things always get solved when it's the last minute or a critical situation. So yeah, I've used again, necessity is the mother of invention. I think it's a very true thing to say. When people really need to do something, they'll usually find a way to do it. Emergency finds a way. I guess emergency finds a way is just a more straightforward way of saying it. Number six, the forest answers in the same way one shouts at it. Again, very philosophical. Nin metsa vasta kuin sine hudutan. The forest is the second home for Finns. So this is more like what I was thinking. Something like this mentioned the forest because there is so much forests in Finland. Finland is covered by like a huge amount of forests. This is very specifically Finnish. The forest is the second home for Finns and plays an essential role in Finnish mythology. This Finnish saying means the same as what goes around comes around, or you reap what you sow. So the forest answers in the same way one shouts at it. So it's the way you act towards something is the way you'll probably get it back. That's pretty cool. In German, there's one that's almost the same as the Finnish expression. Wie man in dem Wald Haien ruft, so schaut es heraus. So it refers to the forest echo. Okay. Number 7, what comes singing leaves whistling. In Finnish, mikä laulain tuli se viheltäen meni. This Finnish saying means the same as easy come, easy go. What comes singing leaves whistling. The things that come easy are easily gone. Yeah, pretty good, yeah. Number 8, a poke in the eye for one who dwells in the past. That's quite violent. A poke in the eye for one who dwells in the past. So I guess it means just don't dwell in the past, just look forward maybe. Joka, vanhoja, mustili, sita tikula silmaan. There is no use to dwell in the past and hold a grudge. A similar expression could be that's water under the bridge. Yeah, so tell me if you've heard like that's water under the bridge. Tell me what English proverbs you know of, what ones you find interesting. There's no use to dwell on the past and hold a grudge. Yeah, that's pretty good. Again, very, very philosophical. And these are all very positive, giving a very positive mindset. Number 9, the pot blames the kettle, yet both have a black side. So like pot calls the kettle black. I think we have in English quite similar. Pata, katila, somai, musta, kilki, kumal akan. This Finnish saying means the same as the pot calling the kettle black. The proverb describes a situation in which both parties are equally responsible, but one is trying their best to be innocent. Yeah, the pot blames the kettle, yet both have a black side. So yeah, very similar, quite interesting that we have a almost identical proverb in English as well. Number 10, there are many means, said Granny, when she is wiping the table with a cat. Do your grannies wipe tables with cats? Constit on monet, sano mumu kun kisara poita piki. This Finnish saying means the same as there are more than one ways to skin a cat. Yeah, I guess when you think about it, the Finnish way is definitely more wholesome than skinning a cat, which is quite a frightening thought, really. So yeah, I guess it just means there's different ways to do something. Number 11, a tree is climbed from its base. Again, very straightforward. I think I heard that one on the previous video. Tivesta puhun nustaan. This Finnish saying means the same as learn to walk before you can run. So yeah, again, I like the Finnish one because it's very straight to the point. If you're going to climb a tree, you have to start at the base. You have to start from the beginning. Describes the importance of learning the basics before diving into more advanced things. And again, I'm a big, that's definitely my mentality on learning. Always start with the basics. So yeah, that was some famous Finnish sayings. Tell me if you used them before. Tell me if you recognize them. How often do you use these in day-to-day life? Tell me if there's any other interesting Finnish sayings that were not in this video that you think would be interesting or very uniquely Finnish. Tell me in the comments. Thanks.